work and what how it can be used as voltage regulator. This is all we have seen in the previous class. Okay, so and we have solved some problem related to that, and to just recall how should be the characteristics, let me just give you once again. So the characteristics of the Zener diode. So I'll be mentioning again and again because it will really help you to just remember. That is the main reason. Like I'll be recalling everything in the beginning of the class. So when the Zener diode is forward biased, it will work as normal PN junction diode. But when it is reverse biased, then very small current will flow, and after that it will be constant. Once the reverse voltage VR exceeds the breakdown voltage, then it will increase like this. The voltage across the device will be constant, but the current through the device will increase drastically. And there is a limitation on the forward on the reverse current. So the limitation is that the maximum current through the Zener diode should not exceed IZN. Okay, IZN is nothing but the maximum current that is allowed in the Zener diode. So IZK is nothing but the minimum current, IZ minimum. Okay, and if you want to test, find out what is the VBR in with respect to Zener diode, we call it as VZ. So if you want to find VZ, then exactly at the somewhere you will be giving the IZT current, which will fall in between IZK and IZ minimum, and you'll be finding the VZ. VZ is nothing but the breakdown voltage of your Zener diode, and the breakdown can be either due to Avalanche breakdown or Zener breakdown. Okay, so less than 5 volts, it is Zener breakdown. Greater than 5 volts, it is Avalanche breakdown. Okay, so some breakdown will happen, either this or this, it's okay, whichever might be, but that will happen, and because of that the voltage across the Zener diode will be constant, but the current through that will increase. Okay, if and since the current is increasing by maintaining constant voltage, what happens here is the Zener diode can be used as voltage regulator, or it is said to be constant voltage source. Okay, so the voltage across the Zener diode will be constant and the current through that will increase. Okay, so this Zener diode in the breakdown region, only in the breakdown region, not anywhere else, only in the breakdown region you'll be able to use it as voltage regulator. So how do you make it work as voltage regulator? So you need to provide the supply voltage. This is nothing but the supply voltage. Then I'll have some resistor, and then I'll have the Zener diode. So if I want to maintain some constant voltage across the load, I'll take the load as well. So whatever voltage the Zener diode will have, the same voltage will be there at the load also. That is VZ will be equal to VL only when the current through this lies in between IZK, which is nothing but the IZ minimum and IZ maximum. Okay, and VS should be always greater than or equal to VZ. Only when it is greater, so generally we'll take VS very much high than the Zener voltage. Okay, Zener breakdown voltage. Okay, Zener breakdown voltage, it will be specified by the manufacturer. So if you want to maintain constant voltage across the load, then this VZ and VL should be made equal. Okay, this will be equal only when VS is greater than VZ. Okay, so the supply, whatever supply you are providing, that should be always greater than the Zener breakdown voltage. And here you will have RS in series with the supply voltage. The reason for connecting this RS is it will help us to current the control. Okay, IS current will be controlled because IS is nothing but IZ plus IL. IS is nothing but IZ plus IL. Okay, so if IS is less than IZ minimum, because see, the IZ should be maintained in between IZK and IZM. Okay, so if IZ is less than IZK, then it will not be in the breakdown region, or if IS is very much greater than IZM, even in that case the device will get damaged, because IZM is the maximum current that can flow through the Zener diode. Okay, so this IS is controlled by this RS, because the reason behind that is if you try to apply KVL and find the equation, IS will be equal to VS minus VZ by RS. By varying RS, you'll be able to control IS. By controlling IS, you'll be controlling the current through the Zener diode. Okay, so this is how the Zener diode can be used as voltage regulator. Okay, so this also we have seen, and we have also started with one problem. We'll do the other problem now. Okay, so note down the question. Hope all these are clear to you. Now let me just go ahead with the next problem. We did one problem related to this. Okay, so this is with the load. Where is that? This is with the load. Okay, and one more condition here is IS should not exceed IZ maximum. Okay, the reason behind that, reason behind that is, if RL is somehow removed, then whatever current is flowing through IS, the same current will flow through Zener diode. Okay, if IS value is greater than IZ maximum, then what happens? There is a possibility that the current through the Zener diode will exceed the maximum limit. In that case, the diode will get damaged. Okay, so that is the reason always the IS should not exceed here IZM, or I can just mention that IS should be IZM. Okay, so this is with load. Without load, in the sense you will not have load at all. You will not have load. And this RS will be connected in series with the Zener diode. Okay, if you have you're connecting the load across this, then it is said to be the shunt regulator. Okay, shunt regulator, because this Zener diode and the load are connected in parallel, so that is the reason it is said to be the shunt regulator. Okay, so when you don't have the load, then every equation will remain same, but only thing is IS will be equal to IZ. Okay, and this IS value should be in between IZM, IZK and IZM. Okay, so only then the Zener diode will be in the breakdown region. Okay, so now we'll go ahead with the next problem. We have already solved one problem. Now we'll go with the other problem. So note down the question. Design a 6 volts DC reference source, DC reference source, to operate from a 16 volt supply. The circuit is to use low power Zener diode and is to provide maximum possible load current. Calculate the maximum load current that can be produced by the circuit when IZK is equal to 5 milliamperes. If they don't provide this, you can just assume it as well. Okay, you can even assume this if they don't give you. Okay, fine. So he is saying that let us come back to the solution. Before that, let us write what he has given. So design a 6 volts DC reference source. It means that he want that VZ to be Vz to be 6 volts, and it is operated from a 16 volt supply. It means that Vs is 16 volts. The circuit is to use low power Zener diode. It means that it should consume very less power. Okay, and is to provide maximum possible load current. Okay, he is saying that the PD, power dissipation of the Zener diode, should be very less, and is to provide maximum possible load current. So load current IL should be maximum. This is what he is saying. IL should be maximum and PD should be very less. Calculate the maximum load current. What is this maximum? What is this IL? I need to find out. That can be produced by the circuit when Izk is equal to 5 milliamperes. Okay, so here if you just observe in the question itself, he is talking something related to the load. Okay, so it means that he is asking us to calculate the load current, and that's the reason you have the circuit in this way. This is a power supply. I have RS, I have the Zener diode. In the previous problem, he didn't speak anything about the load resistor, so we didn't connected anything related to load. But here he is speaking about the load, so I have to take the load in parallel with this. So this is RL. Okay, this is RS, and he has given that Vs is equal to 16 volts. He has given Vs is equal to 16 volts, and he is saying that the Zener voltage should be, Vz should be 6 volts. Okay, so again what you need to do, you need to identify which Zener diode will provide you such 6 volts 6 volts in the breakdown region. Okay, so from the data sheet, okay, again you need to check the data sheet. So from the data sheet, it is found that there is one diode which will provide Vz is equal to 6.2. Okay, so others are far away from this. Okay, so whichever is nearer to this condition what he has mentioned, it is only 6.2 volts. And here there is one more condition. He is saying that the power dissipation should be very less. Okay, so with the less power dissipation, my Zener breakdown voltage, so this is from the data sheet. Okay, so whatever I'm writing, it is from the data sheet. Okay, so in the exam what they'll do, they may give you, if they are giving such problems, they'll provide you the data sheet, or they will provide you the details saying that from the data sheet. Okay, so PD is equal to 400 milliwatts. Okay, so now in this is my Vz, which is equal to 6.2. Okay, because whatever practically available Zener diodes we have considered, so we with the less power dissipation, this is what the Zener diode we have. Okay, now this current, let me write it as Is, this current let me write as Iz, and this current let me write as IL. Okay, here what is saying, I need to calculate IL maximum. It means that here the current should be maximum. Okay, here the current should be maximum. Okay, if the current here is maximum, this here it will be minimum, or if this is minimum, then the Iz will be maximum. That's how it goes. Okay, so I need to find IL maximum. Okay, fine. Before that, if I want to know what is Is, I need to know I need to know what is RS. Okay, so if I want to know RS, I need to just check from the given parameters what I'll be able to find. Okay, so here I have come to know that the power dissipation of Zener diode is 400 milliwatt. Okay, this as I've already explained, PD is nothing but what is that, Vz into Iz maximum. Okay, so power dissipation in the Zener diode will be calculated by using this equation. So what is Iz maximum? Iz maximum will be equal to PD by Vz. Okay, just substitute the values and let me know. 400 milli divided by 6.2. Just check this and tell me. 0.0645. Huh? Okay, so this can be represented as 64.5 milliamperes. Okay, this is my IZM. Okay, and I was mentioning that this IS should not exceed IZM, right? So maximum IS can be equal to IZM, right? This is what I was mentioning. Okay, so here I need to find RS. So you can just recall IS we have written as by applying KVL to the loop 1. Okay, otherwise I'll just apply KVL to loop 1. This is my loop 1. Let me apply KVL here. So minus VS minus, okay, here only I'll write and show, and then there again I'll write current is flowing in this direction, positive, negative. Okay, anyway, this is VZ. Okay, so when you apply KVL here, so here the first sign is minus VS plus here the voltage in the resistor RS is nothing but IS into RS, and the voltage across the Zener diode is nothing but VZ plus VZ is equal to 0. So I need to find IS or RS. RS will be equal to.
इसको लगाओ ना, कहीं तो वहीं दिया उतार.
RS is equal to VS minus VZ divided by IS. Okay, so let me just use the same formula to find RS. So RS is equal to what is it? VS minus VZ divided by IZM. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just designing the circuit, because I need designing in the sense I need to find out what is RS resistance there. Okay, so VS is nothing but given it is 16 minus VZ is 6.2 divided by IZM. I have got as 0.0645. Okay, so just substitute that 0.0645. Simplify this and tell me what is your RS value. What is your RS value?
151.92.
151.9. That's it?
934.
Okay, fine. Now 151.93 ohms. But practically we don't have 151.93 or 152 ohms. We'll just approximate it. So it is 150 ohms. Okay, so this is the RS value. Okay, fine. But what he is asking us to find, just check back the question. Calculate the maximum load current that can be provided by the circuit when IZK is 5 milliamperes. Okay, so as I've mentioned, IS, the relationship between IS, IZ and IL is nothing but IS is equal to IZ plus IL. Here he is saying that this is maximum. If this is maximum, this should be minimum, because IS should be IZM, maximum current that can flow through the current limiting resistor is nothing but IZM. So IZM is equal to IZ minimum plus IL maximum. Okay. So I'll use the same formula. IZM is equal to IS is equal to IZ minimum minus plus IZ maximum. So anybody have doubt here? Is this clear? Hope you are understanding IZ minimum and IZ maximum.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. No. IL maximum. Okay, so here what I need to find? I need to find IL maximum. So IL maximum is nothing but IZM minus IZ minimum. Okay, IZ minimum or IZK, both are same only. IZ minimum minus IZK. So IZ maximum we have got as 0.0645 minus IZK. Okay, it's given as 5 milliamperes. If he don't give, no, you can just assume. Anyway, minimum current only, no, you can assume if IZK or IZ minimum is equal to some 5 volts or 6 volts, which is less than IZM. Okay, so let me take as 5 milliamperes. Anyway, he has given it in the question itself. So 5 milliamperes. So 5 milli is nothing but 0.005. Okay, so 0.005. Just subtract this and tell me.
0.0595.
0.0595 amperes, or in milliamperes it is IL maximum will be equal to 59.5 milliamperes. Okay, so this is how we need to find the maximum current that will flow through the Zener through the load. Okay, so hope this is clear to all of you.
Yes,
Hope this is okay. Anybody have doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, that's all. This ends here Zener diode. Okay, Zener diode related concepts are over now. Okay, now I'll go to the next special type of diodes. Anybody have doubts here, please let me know.
no doubt.
Okay, fine. So let me go to the special type of diodes which you have already studied. Okay, so in your physics you people have studied. Okay, so there are three types of special diodes. The first one is photodiode. Second one is light emitting diode. Which is nothing but your LED. We call very frequently as LED TV, LED bulb, like that, no? So LED. Okay. So next one is photocoupler. So hope you people have studied photodiode and LED also. Have you studied LED also? Have you studied photodiode and LED in your physics? Have you studied, ma?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
all you know related to photodiode? Can you tell me what is photodiode? So first we'll go with the photodiode. So what all you know related to photodiode? Anything you know related to the photodiode? Tell me. As I've mentioned, there is no right answer, wrong answer. Whatever you know, you can just express. Okay, at least with me. Do you know the principle? Do you remember? You have practically done the experiment on this photodiode in your lab, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then okay, fine. Let it be. I will only explain you. So photodiode, again, it is nothing but the semiconductor device which is made up of your P and N type material only. Okay, but here what it will do is photodiode. Okay, here the diode will work on the principle of incident light. Incident light. Okay, so what it happens here is I'll add the PN junction diode. Okay, which will specially work when the light is incident on that photodiode, how it will function. Okay, so that is what you need to check here, and here the diode will work based on the incident light incident on the junction. Okay, so first we'll see the symbol. I'll explain you the symbol. Here we'll see how will be the symbol. Okay, whether the diode should be forward biased or reverse biased. Okay, and we will also see what are its characteristics. All this you need to write in the exam. So because or in this 3 they may ask anything. Okay, it's very important. They may ask question as write short notes on photodiode, LED, photocoupler, like that. They may give any 2 or any 3 or like 1, we don't know. Okay, but in that case what you need to do, you need to write the symbol, you need to explain whether it is forward biased or the reverse biased, and you should also explain its characteristics. Okay, so first let me give you the symbol of photodiode. Okay, so its symbol will be same as your normal PN junction diode. Okay, this is your anode, this is your cathode, or this is your P and this is your N. This is your P and this is your N. Okay, but what is the difference? As I mentioned, this semiconductor diode will work on the principle of light incident. Okay, so what it will do, how it will work is when the light falls on it, Okay, based on the intensity of light, the conduction in this diode will happen. Okay, so how exactly what is the biasing that you need to do, that we'll see now. But otherwise, this is how the symbol of your PN junction diode will be. Okay, so this is the this is how the symbol of your photodiode will be. Photodiode. So this, if you just observe here, I am showing something with arrows. Okay, so this arrows indicates that something is falling on this PN junction diode. Okay, so that is what it means. It is nothing but the light. Light is falling on this diode, which will convert this incident light to electric current. Okay, that is what the principle. So what it will do, it will convert the incident light to electric current. Electric current. Okay, so now let us see how it should be biased. So biasing. So here you need to reverse bias the PN junction diode. Reverse bias the special type of diode, photodiode. Okay, so reverse bias in the sense, anyway, this is your P and this is your N, and maybe it will work on the incident of light, but anyway, the normal PN junction diode, how you will be biasing, in the same way here also you need to bias it. Okay, so reverse bias in the sense, P should be connected to negative and N should be connected to positive. Okay, so this is how you need to bias it. Okay, so this is the general representation of the circuit, or else I'll just represent in the other way as well. So here I am not able to clearly show you where exactly the color, the light is falling. Okay, so for that reason, let me just draw it again. This is my P and this is my N, and this is the depletion region, where I'll have negative ions towards P and positive ions towards N. Okay, now I need to bias this. Okay, so biasing in the sense, and here if you observe, I'll have holes, and here I'll have electrons. Okay, so P is connected to negative and N is connected to positive terminal, then it will act as reverse bias. Now light should get incident on this photodiode. Where exactly you need to impinge the light is, it is on the depletion region. Okay, so as the intensity of light increases, the more number of electron hole pairs will increase. Okay, so what is happening here, I'll just emit the photons. Like light is nothing but it consists of photons. Okay, so these photons are made to fall on this depletion region. So what happens here is, as you as the light, when it is reverse biased, and when the light falls on this depletion region, what happens here, it will gain some energy, and electron hole pairs will be generated. Electron hole pairs will be generated in this junction. Okay, so based on the incident light, the intensity of this light, the number of electron holes that are generated in this junction will depend. Okay, and here if I'm not emitting any light, let me consider that I'm not emitting any light. I'm not emitting any light. So it will act as normal PN junction diode. So what happens in the normal PN junction diode, when it is reverse bias, this is the reverse voltage. Okay, so VR, IR. Okay, or here in the book they have mentioned it as V lambda, I lambda. Okay, and instead of taking it in the third quadrant, they have taken it in the first quadrant only. Otherwise it has to come in the third quadrant. Okay, reverse characteristics will consider it to be the negative characteristics, so will generally take in the third quadrant. Okay, but here in the textbook they have given it in the first quadrant. I'll draw it in the similar way. Let me just give you the correct way, and then whatever is represented in the textbook, I'll just draw it once again. So when there is no light is impinged on this photodiode, it will work as normal PN junction diode. Normal PN junction diode, it means that very small current will flow, and then after that it will be constant. After that it will be constant. Okay, and here it should not go to the breakdown region. If it goes to the breakdown region, the diode will get damaged. So it should not exceed VBR. Okay, VBR should, this photodiode should not exceed this VBR. Okay, so now what I'm doing, I am impinging the light. Okay, I'm impinging the light. Generally the intensity of light is measured in foot candela. Let me just assume that initially I'm just making the light to fall on this PN junction diode, which is nothing but the photodiode. So what happens when this some amount of light is impinging on this, the electron hole pairs will be generated. So what happens, this electrons will get attracted towards this positive ion, and finally it will move out of the junction, and it will get attracted towards a positive terminal. Okay, in the same way, the holes that will get attracted towards negative ions, and then it will get attracted towards a negative terminal. Okay, so because of this, the current will increase. Okay, so if you just try to plot the characteristics compared to this one, the current when the light is impinging on the depletion region will be more. The reason behind that is I have got more number of charge carriers. So that's the reason. I'll have more number of charge carriers, and that is the reason I'll have increase in the current. Then after that it will be constant. Here also, anything you take, you should not exceed the VBR. Okay, now again, let me consider. First I have taken x1 foot candela. Now I will take some value. Okay, let me take it as 1000 FC. Okay, so this is the characteristics for 1000 FC. And this one is dark current. We call this as dark current. Dark current is nothing but when you're not impinging any light. Okay, so whatever reverse characteristics you're getting, that is said to be the dark current. Okay, now first initially 1000 foot candela. Now what I'll do, I'll increase the intensity of this light to some 2000. Something which is greater than this. Okay, so now what happens when more amount of light is falling on this depletion region, more number of electron hole pairs will be generated. Okay, so because of that, the current will be more again. Again, more the intensity, more the current. So here what is happening, the incident light is converting to electrical current. Okay, this is for 1000 FC, this is for 2000 FC, this is for 3000 FC, 4000 FC, like that it goes. Okay, so the more the intensity of light, the more the current will be. Okay, and generally what we need to do is, whenever we are designing this photodiode, we should see that this dark current in the sense, when there is no light falling on the photodiode, there should not be any current flow. Ideally this dark current value should be equal to 0. If this dark current is there, what happens is that see, whatever dark current is there, so for that only, based on the incident of light, the more electron hole pairs are generated, and the current is increasing. Okay, so this current, whatever current I'm getting here, it will get added with the current that I'm getting due to the impingement of light. Okay, so that dark current should be very less, so that the actual principle of photodiode that is generated, that is developed, will be in the proper way. Okay, so that is the reason. The main thing is you need to take it that such that the dark current will be very minimum. Okay, so these are the characteristics of your photodiode. So whenever they ask you to explain about this photodiode, you need to first draw the symbol, then how it should be biased, and again the structure like this, and then you need to explain what is happening when there is no impingement of light. First one. Second one, as you increasing the intensity of light, what is happening, all that you need to explain. Okay, and this current will be in the microamperes only. Okay, because the reverse current will be in microamperes itself. That's all with respect to the photodiode. Hope all this is clear to you. Any doubts you're getting, you please ask me.
No, ma'am.
Yes. Hope this photodiode is clear to you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I'll go with the next special kind of diode. Anybody have doubts other than others? Others, please respond.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now, could you recall what you have studied in your physics? At least when I was explaining you. Huh? You had this experiment or not?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
So
we
what
had,
you
but
were
it
doing?
is cancelled now due to
Oh,
time
okay, okay,
shortage.
okay. You didn't do any labs only.
Ma'am, we done, but this experiment was at last cancelled
Okay,
in the
okay,
lab.
fine, fine, fine. So, okay, fine, no problem. No problem. Like I actually, when it comes to the ECE students, whatever they study in this basic electronics, everything, right from the diode characteristics till the flip-flops, counters, registers, whatever we have studied, they will all practically implement it. Everything whatever we study theoretically here, they'll implement everything in the lab. They have two labs, like third semester and fourth semester. In both the labs they'll be covering all the basic electronic practicals, whatever, right from the first module till the last module, everything they'll have practical lab. Due to this pandemic anyway, they're struggling for doing the lab. That is a different story. Otherwise they are having all this lab, everything whatever
Ma'am,
theoretical hama.
ma'am, do you have any idea about offline classes when it will gonna start?
So actually, today you got a slot in SVC, like in our college. Vaccination drive is happening, right? So today I think you people are supposed to go, right? For you
Don't
today
know,
is
ma'am,
the,
because
it's posted in your group, no, ma? Where do
yes,
you
ma'am.
stay? See, everybody here, please try to get vaccinated as early as possible. Actually, BTU people wanted all the statistics related to the related to all the colleges, universities, everything. The higher education people want all the details related to the vaccination of the students in different universities by today. Okay, so that's the reason, like even in our college, we were circulating you the form, okay, Google form, if you just recall. Okay, the reason behind that is you people have to get vaccinated before 10th. But since they have to submit the statistics by today evening, like everybody has planned that today, by the end of the day, everybody will get vaccinated. If anybody has not got vaccinated, please utilize it. Okay, come to college. You can even bring your parents if they are not vaccinated, and you can get vaccination in our college. Okay. Uh, so that's what.
No, ma'am, I was asking
I
because
understood. I
we
understood.
North guys.
So what government is planning, based on the statistics of the vaccination, they are planning to reopen the colleges. Okay, initially they said that July 10th, after July 10th, they'll take the decision whether the colleges should be opened or like what should be done. Okay, so that they have planned before, but now again they have preponed to July 7th. July 7th, until July 7th, they will check the statistics. So based on that statistics, they may open the colleges maybe after July 10th, anytime. Okay, so we all should be ready. Offline classes may start at any time. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Because we North guys need 2 days time to travel there and settle up there.
You'll
Yes, ma'am.
get the
That's why.
intimation. You'll get the intimation beforehand only. You need not worry. At least 1 week prior notice will be provided to you people. Okay. It's not.
Yes, ma'am.
You need not get. You need not worry about it. Definitely, they'll inform you at least 1 week prior. That's what everybody is waiting for government order. Okay. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. It's already 9:41. So I'll not be able to start in the sense like the next topic we'll see tomorrow. But anybody have doubts until this point, you can ask me. And have you all did the assignment? Have you all submitted the assignment?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And even quiz. I gave you one quiz yesterday, right? Yesterday I gave you one quiz.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done that.
Yeah, only 39 people have turned in. Amandeep is not here. Amandeep,
Yeah, ma'am.
why you are not attempting the quizzes, ma?
No, only
Oh, you attend it immediately. Okay. Anna Veerappa, Deepak, they have viewed. When you view, no, you can just finish it at that time only because it hardly takes 30 to 40 seconds. That's it, not more than that. Right? Yes or no, ma? Most of the questions, I
Yes,
think it is
ma'am.
true or false only, I think so. There are no twists also in the questions. Amrita? Amrita? Amrita, are you there, ma? No, she's not there. Okay, fine. Let me just give you the answers. Zener diode should not be operated in the breakdown region. Is it true?
False.
False, because the Zener diode mainly it is designed to make it work in the breakdown region only. Okay, the breakdown occurs when the diode is
Reverse bias.
reverse biased. Avalanche breakdown occurs for voltages
Less than.
greater than 5 volts.
Greater than. Yes, ma'am.
Avalanche breakdowns occurs due to ionization by electric field,
Collision.
collision of electrons with other atoms. Then Zener breakdown occurs for voltages less than 5
Less
volts.
than.
Less than 5 volts. Zener breakdown is due to ionization by electric field.
Ionization.
Zener diode is also called as voltage regulator. Okay, Zener diode acts as constant voltage source when the current through is in between IZK and IZ minimum. It's not VZ. Okay, not the voltage, the current. It should be in between the minimum current and the maximum current. Only then the Zener diode will act as constant voltage source. Okay. So that's it. Huh?
Which module?
Sir, first module, sir. Fifth module I have finished, and first
Okay.
module 2 more topics are there, sir.
2 more topics.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
CO1 will come.
CO1 will come, sir. Yes, sir.
Knowledge level?
Knowledge level 3, sir. Derivations are there, and even 3 and 4 apply also will come, sir. Apply and analyze.
Apply and analyze. Please
Yes.
continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is the quiz answers. That's all for now. Anybody have got any additional doubts until today's topic, photo diode? You can ask me.
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So
Good morning, ma'am.
good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. So this is Dr. Ajata Satur Samal, MBA department, ma'am.
Sir.
Ma'am, today topic what you covered, ma'am, today?
Photodiode, sir.
So diode, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
What is the course outcome, ma'am, that you have done today? Which chapter?
Course outcome, it is first module, sir, because I've started with the fifth module. So fifth module got over and now I'm in the first module, CO1. So in this, I just got 2 more topics to finish.
Okay, ma'am. What will be the knowledge level, ma'am? What is the knowledge?
Knowledge level here, analysis and apply, sir. Analyze and apply. K3,
K1,
and K3, K4 level.
K4. What is the, ma'am, teaching and presentation assessment tool you have used today?
Sir, I'll be using this whiteboard only, sir.
Whiteboard, okay.
Yes, sir.
Any materials today you are using, ma'am? Materials?
Material in the sense my own notes, sir.
Notes, sir. And
Yes, sir.
which book you are referring, madam? Which book?
Kotari, sir. Kotari.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can I interact with the student for
Yes,
2
sir.
minutes?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Dear student, this is Dr. Ajata Shatru Samal, MBA department. Can anyone tell me what are the course outcome today at CO1? Can you tell me, anybody can explain what is the course outcome here? Students. Ma'am, anybody has to tell. Ma'am.
Sir, yes, sir. Karthik? Karthik AE? Karthik?
Student, anyone explain what is the course outcome one?
Kaustubra? Kaustubra? Okay. Yashwant?
Yes,
Yashwant?
ma'am.
So course outcome 1. So what all you have studied in this module, you can just say it.
Just what you learn, your things you can tell. You recorded in the thing meeting also. That is. Yes.
In this module, what all you have studied, you can just say that.
Whatever you studied, that also can tell. What are the concept you are? Anyone?
Sir, actually, I am having internet issues.
No problem. You just carry on.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Amandeep, can you tell what are the codes?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell ma.
But actually, in this module, we have studied about basic junction diodes and about semiconductor types, P-types, and type semiconductors.
Okay. Very good. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hey, why you people are getting scared? I really don't know. Yashwant? Kaustubra?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you not responding anything?
I thought you need to respond with that numbers and stuff. So
What numbers? No, nothing like that. See, I am giving you the hint. No, what all you are studying in this module, that is nothing but the course objective or course outcome. That's why I was telling, Karthik? Karthik.
Ma'am?
Why you not responding? Why did you leave?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. I had some network problem.
Never you got network problem, and now only you got network problem.
No, ma'am. I called you, ma'am, but you didn't respond me. I was calling.
Calling in the sense mobile?
No, ma'am. In meeting only, ma'am.
But I couldn't hear you. I didn't hear you anything.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. No problem. But see, whatever you're studying is nothing but your course objective or course outcome. So here, what you studied, the PN junction diode, its applications, different types of diodes, its applications. That's what you have studied. No, why I don't know. Out of 38 people, nobody is answering. It's really shame on my part, not your part. See, nobody will ask you the number. Okay, like those are the typical values, typical numbers. No, nobody will ask you those numbers, ma. See, every time I'll be mentioning you, there is no right, wrong answer. Okay, so even if it is right, still there is the improvement. Even if it is wrong, if we can correct it, nothing like that. Okay, fine. At least now you be aware. The outcome of this particular module is nothing but your basics of PN junction diode, its applications, and types of diodes. Okay, and even voltage regulators, which we have not seen it. Every day I'll remind you from now onwards. Every morning, first thing whenever I'm starting the class, first I'll mention this one only, and then I'll go back to the other things. Okay, fine. That's all for now. You all can leave the group if you don't have any doubts or anything to talk.